blue jeans. That was the message conveyed to me in the email. However, something didn't work out between Pat and me, and I only got the message blue. So I wore blue today, and I forgot that. However, the process of selling for me started 6 years ago. I had just joined a multi-level marketing. I'm not going to name it, but you very well know about a lot of companies who either sell vitamins or other things, good stuff too. I got introduced and I was all fired up outside. Inside, I was all fired up. As part of that process, I made my list, long list. Everybody I knew, that is what they told me. I had my phone ready. I was all ready to start the call. 5 minutes went away. At 8:05, I wasn't sure what I should be doing. 8:10, 8:10, I made another attempt. This time I was able to hold the phone, but it seemed so heavy I couldn't lift it. I went back and I thought, maybe the guy is not at home. Maybe he has something else to do. Maybe something better to do than listen to my phone call. Maybe he doesn't even want to buy something which I am going to say. It became 8:30. I knew there was nothing good on TV, but somehow I wasted my entire 1 hour doing everything but picking up the phone and making the call. Has it ever happened to you? Not just in selling. Let's say when you just graduated or when you came out of school, you wanted to go for a job interview, you knew you had to make the call to get into the door, at least set up an interview. But it was so difficult. There are other instances too. Let's talk about Toastmasters. You very well know if you have to recruit somebody, you need to make the call. But what I was doing with my sales process, I was thinking about step number 5 before really completing step number 1. Why? Why is it so difficult to make a call? Why is it so difficult to connect? Why is it that we are just not able to do what we think is necessary to do? It's all inside us. 6 years back, when I was almost new in Egan area, I had few friends who were working in IT, and they were going to start a Toastmasters club. I had no idea what Toastmasters was all about. Somebody approached me that, we are going to start a club, would you like to come join us? No. That's the first answer. I said, no. Then after a year, somehow, after the seed was sown, something happened, and something happened here, and a lot of things happened around me. I walked into that Toastmasters meeting. Yes, I became a member. I still today say they conned me because I asked them what's next. They gave me an application form and I signed it, and I was a member. Well, I don't mean that conning is the way to go. But you know what the important part is? I walked into that meeting with a lot of hurt inside. I may be very friendly, very happy on the outside, but inside, I was not ready to do anything. And that is what happened in anything I tried, including the sales, including that phone call. Then came Toastmasters. We are all familiar with icebreakers, right? And then the evaluation process, and the table topics, and the process. It's not really the speeches, but the process. And I started to think, what is it? Why are we so internally resistant to anything in life? Is it the fear? Oh yes. Sometimes we come across people in Toastmasters who have been sent by their boss. They said that from 12 to 1, I want you in the meeting. If you don't attend that meeting, your evaluation for the next year is going to be put in question. Some people come in because they just want to overcome the fear of public speaking. Well, some people walk into the meeting because we say you can make friends in Toastmasters. See, any person who is walking through the door into your meeting has a reason. They are not just looking to be the world's greatest speaker. Heck, one of my friends I met 4.5 years ago, we competed against each other. I'm not at the liberty to give his name. Today he's an author. Wow. Not just giving his icebreaker speech. but selling books. And that is where I learned that it is not just about me. What I was always thinking is, how can I make this call, sell this process, without even connecting with the person? I was letting the internal emotions, all the things that were surrounding me, take over. And that is the key in Toastmasters. We all talk about speeches, all talk about evaluation, but there is something called listening. When the person walks in through the door, have you ever sat down with the person? Or do you say, Toastmasters is a great organization, we give you public speaking courses, we give you evaluation, everything, blah, 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 blah. Have you ever had a time to sit down and really talk to the person? Why the person walked in through the door? I am the biggest victim of that I never really understood my guests, and my club never grew. Some of you who know about Wordmasters, it had 3 active members and 3 phantom members, which we actually paid to keep the club active. Today we have 21 members. And one of the reasons why we are successful is whenever a person walks in, we connect with the person. We ask, why did they come in? We ask, what is their reason? We don't jump to the step number 6 of giving them an application and ask them, surrender your check or you won't leave this building. Connection, the reasoning, and everything that you need to establish a rapport with that guest. My fellow Toastmasters, what I would like to stress today is that it is not the end result. It is the beginning of the process which is so important. And how do you go from step number 1 to step number 2? Please help me welcome Kyo Chan to help you through. It's going to be Pat Pro.